What are we doing? Of course, this is the eye gouge, the Freddy Krueger claws.
This isn't a basketball play. She's a dirty player, and you're trying to justify her being a dirty player.
Necessarily just expected Dijonai to be traded to the Lynx. I don't think anyone expected the Lynx of all teams to be signing Dijonai Carrington.
What are we doing? Of course, this is the eye gouge, the Freddy Krueger claws.
What happens when a controversial moment spirals out of control? Dijonai Carrington thought her troubles would end with a viral eye poke, but instead, it may have cost her career stability.
Now folks want to make videos kind of justifying the assault itself, claiming that it wasn't intentional and she's not trying to gouge out her eye.
From boos in the stands to being sent away from Dallas, is this trade just bad timing or instant karma? Stay tuned to dive into the messy fallout of Carrington's journey and what it means for the entire WNBA. Quick favor before we move on. If you appreciate this content, consider giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 83% of viewers haven't subscribed yet. It's free and only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So did you subscribe already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now back to the video. Imagine this. Caitlin Clark is dribbling up the court during a tight matchup, seconds ticking away, and all eyes locked on her next move. Out of nowhere, Dijonai Carrington reaches in and pokes Clark in the eye. The whistle blows, but the damage is already done.
And we're already trying to rake people's eyeballs out. Hey, she's poking people in the eye like Ric Flair on the Von Erichs back in '83.
Kind of swatted at Caitlin. Did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way.
Not just to Clark, but to Carrington's reputation. The moment felt chaotic on the court, but what unfolded after that was even worse. Fans erupted, analysts debated, and Carrington found herself at the center of an unexpected storm. The play itself wasn't anything crazy by basketball standards. Players get physical all the time, especially in intense games like this one, but this felt different. Clark dropped to the floor, visibly shaken, and the replay made it clear. This wasn't just incidental contact.
Acceptable on so many levels. I mean, would you want to play basketball with somebody with fake nails poking you in the eye? I don't think so.
What are we doing? Of course, this is the eye gouge, the Freddy Krueger claws.
At least, that's how everyone watching seemed to feel. Twitter lit up instantly. People were posting slow-motion clips, zooming in on Carrington's hand, and dissecting every angle. The replies were merciless. Some called for immediate suspensions. Others went as far as calling her a danger to the game.
Everybody else's fault except for Dijonai Carrington. No responsibility, none.
The backlash didn't stop there. A few big names in the basketball world chimed in. One analyst wrote, "This isn't about playing tough. We can't excuse reckless behavior. The league needs accountability." And Carrington? Her responses on social media didn't help. She didn't apologize, doubling down that it was just part of the game.
Quickly circling back on the play with your eye, what would you say to the crowd of people that think a hit like that was intentional and maybe even more?
Looks like the eye's better. Do you feel anything? Any pain issues?
It feels good. I don't know. It looks okay too, so I'm glad.
That attitude poured gasoline on the fire, making her seem unapologetic in the eyes of an already furious fan base. The league didn't issue major punishments for the incident, but the damage was done. For a league like the WNBA, still carving out its place in mainstream sports, public perception matters. The negative press stood out, and Carrington started carrying a reputation as a player with baggage, not exactly what teams want when building their roster.
This is the same thing she did to Caitlin Clark. Her behavior, time after time again, is the same.
Behind the scenes, the Dallas Wings were in a tough spot. They already had locker room conflicts this season, and this incident only amplified the tensions. For them, Carrington went from a high-potential addition to an unnecessary risk.
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me, but no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually.
This isn't a basketball play. She's a dirty player, and you're trying to justify her being a dirty player.
What followed wasn't just a trade, it was a message. What happens when a team decides talent just isn't worth the trouble? Dijonai Carrington found that out the hard way when the Dallas Wings pulled the trigger on a trade that sent her to the Minnesota Lynx.
Necessarily just expected Dijonai to be traded to the Lynx. I don't think anyone expected the Lynx of all teams to be signing Dijonai Carrington.
In exchange, the Wings snagged Diamond Miller and a 2027 second-round pick.
Which is kind of crazy. Carly Samuelson. And basically, the Lynx have given up Diamond Miller.
Carly Samuelson ended up in the deal too, mainly as a way to balance the salaries. But her injury means she won't be suiting up anytime soon. On paper, it looks like any other trade, but Carrington's situation wasn't just about basketball. It was about the baggage she brought with her. This move wasn't exactly a shock for those following the Wings closely. A few weeks before, Dallas had already made waves by waiving Tiara McCow, another signal that the team was ready to reset. Carrington, who arrived in Dallas on a max contract, simply didn't meet those expectations. Her numbers weren't impressive, and as one source bluntly put it, the DJ Carrington experiment just didn't pan out. But the final straw wasn't her stats, it was her reputation. Coming off the messy fallout from the infamous eye poke incident,
One of the dirtiest players in the game. This is insane. Dijonai Carrington doing Dijonai things.
Because 1 minute you're saying that it was on purpose, next minute you're saying that it wasn't, and you're confusing the masses of people.
the Wings made it clear they were done with distractions. For a team like the Wings, team chemistry seemed to outweigh the allure of star power. Diamond Miller, their new addition, might not be a flashy name.
Into Diamond Miller when it's all said and done. They got a 2027 second round pick and Diamond Miller. Carly Samuelson's injured for the year.
But she comes without drama, a player who's reliable and coachable. Stability has become the priority for Dallas, and letting go of Carrington sends a clear message. If you bring problems, you're expendable.
It looks like she's trying to scoop out Caitlin Clark's eyeball. Oh my God, you can't, that's misinformation. No, that's my opinion. That's
The Wings, there's no point for the Wings to have kept Dijonai Carrington. Or you're saying super confused. Dijonai did not want to be there.
Meanwhile, Carrington isn't just switching uniforms. She's starting over in an entirely different environment. The Lynx are a championship contending team with a no-nonsense coach like Cheryl Reeve, who's known for pushing her players hard.
Man, that's a... If anyone's going to be able to get the best out of Dijonai, it'll be Cheryl Reeve.
Carrington's role in Minnesota shifts dramatically. She's not the star or even a major piece. She's on the bench, fighting to earn playing time. This isn't just about redemption, it's about survival. For Carrington, this trade is a crossroads. Play your cards right, and you rebuild your name. Slip up, and it might not just